to the parlor.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So, Callie is our winner this year for our Miss Cherry Pie pinup pageant. Was that fun?
It was.
Yeah?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah? Great. I'm glad. We had a lot of fun. All the girls, were there. They had lots of time to dance with people on the dance floor, get to know each other. I got a bunch of questions for Callie today. Love these under the dryers because it gives me a chance to help other women shine. And I think Callie is wonderful. I couldn't be happier for her to have won the Miss Cherry Pie pageant this year. And she's just an amazing person. So,
thank you.
Okay, so let's start. Where are you from?
I'm from Tyendinaga, Ontario, so just between Belleville and Deserano. I was born in Cornwall, down near Akwesasne.
And have you done a lot of traveling?
And I've been throughout the States, and I've lived both in Ontario and in Alberta.
Cool. Where did you live in Alberta?
A tiny little community called Bighorn.
I lived in Calgary. So Calgary, Edmonton, Lethbridge, and Vancouver, but mostly Calgary. So sorry, Edmonton. That's where I was. Okay, so where did you, or how did you decide to get into pinup competitions?
Well, my derby team and I did a calendar with Mrs.Rees.
Yeah.
And after that, then Mrs.Rees and I stayed in touch. And when the pageant came up, I thought it was a really good cause. So
cool. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that's how you started with it. That's really fun. Okay, and so how did you choose, because I know you were in Derby, that's how we met, and I know your Derby name is Crayola, right?
Yes.
So how did you pick that name? Why did you pick that name?
Because I needed something that my students could yell if they came to the games. So, like Crayola crayons, it was Crayola.
I love it. That's perfect. Awesome. What is the most significant thing that has happened to you, or an event that has happened to you in your life that you think has made the biggest change in your life?
My baby. I have a 2-year-old son. Well, he's 3 now. Super adorable. The biggest change in my life. We waited 10 years for him, and couldn't be happier.
I've met him. He's adorable. Oftentimes, like at this pinup pageant, Callie was there with her husband and her son. I'm telling you, he's like so adorable. What is your favorite recipe to serve your family?
Anything dessert. Anything dessert. I make a really good gluten-free flourless chocolate cake.
Ooh.
And I love to bake when I have time.
I might have to get that recipe from you for your chocolate cake. I love all the desserts, can you tell? But hey, that's all right. You know what? We only live once, so I really would probably like to try your cake. What's your full-time job?
I teach.
And what grades?
This year I'm a grade 3 class with my very best friend, Miss Lynn.
So when you are teaching little kids like this, what do you think is like the most rewarding thing about that?
I think with little kids is that they love to learn. Every day is new and every day is awesome. And we get to have so much fun together. Even when I won the pageant, then the next day I took in my crown and my dress and everything, and the kids were so excited because they had a real crown.
Awesome. They have like a princess teacher now, right?
Yeah.
Aww, now you're the queen of the classroom. Do you have a secret talent?
I do a lot of things and I have a lot of fun. So I'm always up for trying new things. I can knit and crochet, and I scrapbook, and I square dance, and play roller derby. So
that's a pretty neat one, square dancing. So how long have you guys been square dancing?
2 years now.
And do you love it?
Yeah.
I've actually seen your crinolines for your square dancing, and I forgot all about that. And they are pretty cool. If you could meet a vintage star, who would it be? And what would you talk about?
She's a lesser-known star, but Hedy Lamarr, because of the science connection, and because although she did do film and photography, she also really excelled in the science world. So I would be really interested to sit and talk with her about what she's working on behind the scenes.
Right on. Tea or coffee?
Oh, it's a toss-up. It depends on time of day.
Okay.
I'm a
that
coffee
makes
person in the
sense.
morning and tea in the afternoon.
What's your favorite herbal tea?
Lemon zinger.
Oh, that's good. If you won $1 million tomorrow, what would you do with that money?
Probably, I would definitely pay off any debts that I had. I would get my house built because that's taking forever. I would probably give a lot of it away to my family members.
So you would share it.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do in autumn?
We love going to farms. My son Xander loves tractors and all things farming. He's convinced one day he's going to be a farmer and drive a tractor and be a tractor doctor.
Oh, cool.
So we love going to farms. I love getting a hot drink and going to any of the orchards and picking apples, or going to the pumpkin patches and going on hay rides.
Okay, so I got asked this on an interview for Hello Boss Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask it to you because out of all the questions that Carrie Ramsey asked me, I thought this was the hardest. So I thought I would ask you, if you could pick a song, what song best represents you?
I think either Legacy by Fifi Dobson, because I've always wanted to leave a change, and that's sort of my pump-me-up song in the morning for going to school and reminding me that my job is to help those children to leave a legacy. Or my other one would be Dancing with Myself, Billy Idol.
Oh, great. Those are...
It's an upbeat song, and I tend to dance to my own beat and tend to dance by myself. So, yeah.
That's an excellent answer. Yay for you. Took me forever to pick a song. So I was like, oh, what song? And then I analyzed it, and I'm like, oh no, I don't like that part of the song, and I don't like this part, so good for you.
What song did you choose?
Well, I chose Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh, nice.
So what is your favorite era?
I love the 50s. I also really adore the 80s.
Yeah. So, okay, so what about the 50s are you drawn to? And what parts of the 50s are you not drawn to?
I think the parts that I love about the 50s is the femininity of it. Like the beauty, and that people took time and care in everything they did. I think I also love that it was before technology was a norm. And so it's a time when people seem to be far more connected, at least in their family units, and kids were outside playing, and there was time for each other and time for things like barbecues and get-togethers.
Mm-hmm. And what about the 80s?
I don't even know. It's the music, it's the fashion, it's all of it. There's just something about it that has drawn me since I was little, and I just love it.
The 80s were super over the top. I know people who don't like the 80s, but I really thought that was a super fun time. Is there a question that you would like to ask me?
Why did you choose the Garrett Mills Memorial Foundation to be your charity of choice?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I heard about their story, and I have had some losses in my life that were sudden like that. And I was very moved by what this family was going through, and I saw the community around them, and it was right after I opened the parlor. I was just really moved by the whole situation and heard the story, and for some reason I knew right away that this was going to be my charity. And I just felt that it was the right thing. And then as we've gotten to know each other, it really was, it's become a special friendship and really nice. So, yeah.
Wonderful.
So I've often said to Buzz that I wish that we could have met in different circumstances, but this is how it is. So we make the best of it and try and give him the legacy that he wanted, like you said, right? So, yeah. It was so fun to have you on the show. It's super early in the morning, just so you guys know. So you told me some funny things that happened to you this morning. Do you want to share them with everybody? Because I think you look smashing.
Well, so I get up and it's early. It was probably 6:30, and my son decides that he wants to help Mommy. So he actually went and found my nail polish. Promptly lost my nail polish. I was doing my makeup and he dropped one of my compacts, so I'll have to use the tip video to fix it later. Then just as I'm finishing up doing my makeup, I'm getting ready to put on my eyelashes, and he drops my eyelashes in the toilet. So I had one that was on and one that was in the toilet, and it was not coming back out and going on my face. It was a little bit of a mad rush to get here, but we made it, and even though my hair might be falling out at this point, we're doing okay.
You would never know, though, if we hadn't brought it up. I bet you would never have known looking at her. She's so put together, ready to go. And that's Callie. She's always just lovely to be around. Just so gorgeous. I love her. So thank you again for being on the show, and thank you for sharing your moments about your son, because I know how precious he is to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm so glad we had this